Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Friends, I hope you're doing good. We are going to discuss about Pakistan and the Muslim world. This is very important area of research, and this question is very important for current affairs, for international affairs, for current international relations. For example, for your interview, for your Pakistan studies paper. So multiple areas it covers, and Pakistan and Muslim world. Let's analyze first of all Pakistan's geostrategic location, where Pakistan is located. So Pakistan is located in a very peculiar position in South Asia. It is surrounded by very important countries, especially China. China is East Asian power, and this particular region merged in Pakistan. Without Pakistan, China cannot connect to Arabian Sea. So this is the reason that we see a greater engagement between Pakistan and China politically, economically, and strategically. So today, if you analyze China, China is connecting Pakistan. It's an East Asian power, and East Asia is very important region in the world. The whole economy of East Asia is more than $25 trillion, and China's economy is $19 trillion. So you can well imagine that East Asia, a country like China, the second largest economy, is being connected with Pakistan, and this is the important line where you can see Pakistan is connected with China. So we share a very significant border around 535 or 595 kilometers, which is a very significant border. And to connect Pakistan, China is now developing CPEC, and this CPEC is going to change the destiny of Pakistan and also China in coming years. So before, China was importing most of their oil from the Persian Gulf, as you can see, from Strait of Hormuz, and 80% of their oil comes from this area. But now, after the completion of CPAC in next, let's say, 15 to 20 years, maybe, so China is going to import their oil from this route, and this is going to save a lot of money, almost $2 billion annually, and also, they're going to save their time, and this route is going to be much secure than the Indian Ocean route. So this is how China is connected with Pakistan. Another important region which connects Pakistan or merged in Pakistan is Iran. Iran is also a significant country in Persian Gulf, as you can see. It is located in a very peculiar position, and most of the Gulf oil pass through Strait of Hormuz, as you can see right here, which is on the mouth of Iran, and that's the reason that Iran is, very important. Iran holds almost 210 billion barrel of oil and trillions of cubic feet of gas, which makes Iran attractive country for Pakistan, because Pakistan is an energy deficient country and we need oil and gas. So Iran can provide oil and gas to Pakistan, and obviously it will be on cheaper rate as compared to other countries. So this is also another important point which you must understand, that without Pakistan, Iran cannot connect India effectively. So if they want to connect India effectively, it has to go through Pakistan. Third region which merged in Pakistan is Central Asia through Afghanistan. As you can see, that the Central Asian countries like Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan, they are very important countries, ex-Soviet states. They hold huge hydrocarbon resources, especially oil and gas, and we need these things definitely. So Pakistan, many years ago, Pakistan, along with many other countries of South Asia, they carried out an agreement which is called TAPI, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India pipeline. And this pipeline is going to transport this going to, transfer a huge amount of gas to all these countries, especially India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. So India cannot get this pipeline without Pakistan's involvement. So Pakistan is important, is a central stage, as you can see. So Central Asia, another region merged in Pakistan. India, Pakistan, they are South Asian countries, obviously. So South Asia, without Pakistan, cannot connect with Central Asia. For example, if India want to have ties with Afghanistan or Central Asia, it has to go through Pakistan. This is the shortest route they got. If, for example, India is involved in Afghanistan for iron reserves, which are there in the Hajikak area, these iron reserves are more than $420 billion worth, and India want this iron reserves. But The shortest route is through Pakistan, which is around 809 kilometers, and the longer route is through Chabahar, obviously Iran, and then Mumbai. And this route is more than 4,000 kilometers. It is a tenuous route, rugged, mountainous area, and very difficult to man. So far they did not develop this route, but they are trying to develop this route in future. But it is not going to decrease Pakistan's importance. Pakistan will always be relevant, and Pakistan is important. So India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan must improve their ties so they can use this, shortest route, transit route to their countries. Another important point about Pakistan's geographical location is its maritime boundary. Pakistan almost got 1100 kilometer of coastal area, coastal line, and more than 240,000 square kilometer of exclusive economic zone area, which is the core of Pakistan. This is something very, very important for Pakistan because you can earn a lot of money from your maritime regions. You can earn money from fisheries. You can develop, you can get resources underneath subsurface, and these resources are very important for Pakistan, oil and gas. So it's a huge area which connects Pakistan with the rest of the world. And if this area is effectively utilized and developed, Pakistan can improve a lot in coming years. So Pakistan also is a seagoing nation. It's a maritime nation. So without any doubt, Pakistan's location is very, very important, which is on the mouth of Indian Ocean region, Arabian Sea, and it is important area because most of the oil supplies pass through this area, especially on the mouth of Gwadar, Strait of Hormuz. And in future, Gwadar is going to be a very, very important area of influence in the region. So this is how Pakistan's geography is located. Another important feature which makes Pakistan an important country in the Muslim world is Pakistan's military. Pakistan's military is very strong. They are very potent force, more than 900,000, well equipped, and most of all, Pakistan is developing many things indigenously now. So Pakistan developed tanks, Pakistan developed aircraft in camera, developed tanks in HIT, and POF is also a very significant defense industry for Pakistan, which develops small arms and others, missiles and etc. So Pakistan is no doubt the most powerful country in the Muslim world, which makes Pakistan an important country for all these Muslim powers. Pakistan's nuclear weapons are the most significant thing for Pakistan because there are nine countries in the world with nuclear weapons, and Pakistan among those nine states. Pakistan's minimum range of nuclear weapon is 70 kilometer, Al Nasser, and the maximum range is 2750 kilometer, which cover each and every part of India, for example. So our nuclear deterrence, nuclear capability is solely focused on India, and it has no other purpose than India, just for deterrence. Another important feature of Pakistan is Pakistan's tourist attractions. Definitely, Pakistan holds very important, attractions especially if you look at Pakistan's coastal areas. Beautiful, beautiful coastal line is there. If it is developed, it can play a very significant role. Another, apart from that, Pakistan's Sindh area, for example, it holds significance because of the thousands of years of old civilizations like like Mohenjo-daro and others which are there, present in that area. Pakistan also, possess different types of more than 7,000 glaciers in the world, and very, very beautiful places all around the, Pakistan are there, which could be an attraction, and Pakistan can, generate a lot of money from these areas. So this is another important thing for Pakistan, which we must understand. Pakistan is an agrarian state, also blessed with many rivers. But unfortunately, we are not managing these rivers properly. We are not developing dams, and this is the reason that we are suffering and we face floods every year. So we need to, act smartly and utilize these assets, these resources. Pakistan is also blessed with, minerals, different type of oil and gas resources underneath, and Pakistan is possess everything which a country want, but unfortunately we are not developing as it should have been. Pakistan's underneath wealth is huge. For example, your Reko area, copper, and many other things. Gold is there. For example, it could reach $1 trillion worth figure in future if it is developed effectively. If you look at Pakistan's economy, it is 2.7% GDP growth in 2025 and likely to grow in coming years. But as I told you before, that we have to work hard to improve our overall situation because we have got everything, resources, natural resources, manpower. Without any doubt, we can grow. Pakistan's population is also a significant part of its features. For example, 253 million population is there, which is huge. And if this population is skilled, and automatically they are going to create an impact and bring prosperity to Pakistan. So without any doubt, Pakistan is a very talented nation. All sorts of sports and science and technology, computers, in every sphere of life, Pakistan created an impact, and this is something Pakistan is all about. So now this makes Pakistan an important country in the international fora. And that is the reason that Muslim Ummah, a bunch of 57 countries, want to have ties with Pakistan. They look towards Pakistan for security. They look towards for Pakistan for solutions. So Pakistan is no doubt a very, very significant country in the Muslim Ummah. If you analyze the Muslim Ummah today, let's quickly analyze that as well. So you will get to know that Muslim Ummah possess everything, but that's the reason they don't have unity. That's the reason that they are suffering. So if you look at Muslim Ummah today, Islamic world today, they are 2 billion in population. And when I say 2 billion population, it means labor force. It means, this population can ruin any state in the world. For example, if they boycott America or China or any other European countries, that country will be destroyed. So we have got huge population. Number one. Number two, this Muslim Ummah got a collective GDP of about $20 trillion. If you analyze today, the number one economy is America, close to more than $33 trillion, and China followed by that, and China got $19 trillion. But if Muslim Ummah is united, so they will be the second largest economy in the world. They possess, Muslim Ummah possess more than 1,000 billion barrel of oil, which is a huge resource in modern times because every country in the world want this resource. Especially the European powers, they are dependent on the imported oil and gas, and that by 2030, this requirement, this need will be 94%. So Europeans are dependent on this. As Indians are dependent on this. The Chinese are dependent on this. So every country wants this resource. If you compare it with the U.S. Oil reserves, they are close to 42 billion barrels, but Muslim Ummah got 1,000 billion barrel, and this is a weapon they can use as a weapon against any other country. But unfortunately, they are not united, so they are unable to use it. If you analyze, 2 billion population can have a force military of about 5 million easily, but all you need is unity. These Muslim Ummah can develop interest-free bank for themselves and help those countries who need, um, uh, loans, interest-free loans, so they can develop. Especially today, the world is, especially if you analyze, if you take the example of Pakistan, Pakistan is, seriously suffering because of the IMF loans and the debt servicing. Another important thing which Muslim Ummah need is nuclear guarantees, and Pakistan is the only country which can provide them extended nuclear deterrence. So Pakistan is a natural leader. Pakistan can provide them extended nuclear deterrence, and this is going to shape the global politics once for all. But unfortunately, Muslim Ummah is not united, but they have got the answers to their miseries. Now, if we analyze today Pakistan's role in OIC, so let's understand first of all that Pakistan's birth was based on ideology, and we are natural leader of the Muslim Ummah. And Pakistan's national vision, envisioned by Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, was unity, faith, and discipline, and this is what it is aligned with the Islamic values as well. The Pakistan's constitution and foreign policy of Pakistan also promote Muslim unity. Article 40 of the constitution simply clearly says that Pakistan should forge brotherly ties with Muslim countries. So this is something which makes Pakistan a significant power. If we analyze OIC's origin, so in 1969, an Australian citizen, Dennis Michael, who was a Christian, he burnt, some parts of Masjid-e-Aqsa, and that incident, invoked the Muslim Ummah, and they got united, and the OAC was formed, and Pakistan was among the founding members. Initially, in 1974, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto invited all the Muslim powers, all the Muslim leaders to Lahore, and convened a second Islamic summit in Lahore, which created shock waves for the Western powers and the Americans, because this was something a very very significant step in which all the visionary leaders of the Muslim Ummah wanted to create unity among the Muslims. But unfortunately, most of these leaders were eliminated directly or indirectly by the US involvement. But still, things are going in that direction, and Pakistan is still leading the Muslim Ummah. The Muslim Ummah looks towards Pakistan. In 2021, Pakistan invited again extraordinary OIC session, and this session was meant for humanitarian assistance for Afghanistan. But this is again a very significant step, and Pakistan showed its capability that yes, it can lead the Muslim world towards good. Pakistan has always supported the Muslims' cause. For example, on Palestine issue, Pakistan's stance is very, very clear. Pakistan clearly says that it will never recognize Israel unless or until the Palestinian issue is not resolved. On the Kashmir issue, Pakistan has always supported the Kashmir cause in the UN. On Afghanistan and Iraq, Pakistan has extended diplomatic and humanitarian support. And on the other issues like Syria, Bosnia, Libya, Pakistan diplomatically supported all these initiatives. But unfortunately, we need unity among the Muslim flags. And Pakistan's strategic engagement is very important because Pakistan is a nuclear weapon state. It's a significant power. And that's why we see that the most powerful country in the Muslim Ummah, the Saudis, they wanted to engage with Pakistan. So, because of Pakistan's strong military, Pakistan's military prowess, Saudi Arabia toward today looks towards Pakistan for security. If you analyze Saudi Arabia, it is a significant power in the Middle East and the most powerful country in Middle East as we when we talk about the economy of this region. So this is important country. It is surrounded by different important countries like Iraq, which is a volatile country. Kuwait is a stable power. Then Qatar is a small power, small country, but holds a very important economy. And Saudis also share border with Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. But the most volatile border is the Yemen border for the Saudis, and this is a source of concern for them. Oman is a friendly state, and United Arab Emirates is also a friendly state with the Saudi Arabia. And you got Jordan as well on the other side. But the most troublesome border for Saudi Arabia is the Yemenis border. And of course, across the Persian Gulf, they feel threat from Iran as well. So, if we analyze today Saudi's economy, this is our Saudi's overall population that is close to 34 million people in 2025. It's a small population, and they got a standing military of about 257,000 active personnel, and their defense budget is whooping $78 billion. It's a huge. If we compare it with Pakistan's defense budget, because their economy is good, that's why they spend a lot of money on their defense. If you look at their economy today, their economy is close to $1 trillion in 2025, which is a huge economy, and the GDP growth is also great, 4.6% for 2025. Then this economic growth is actually dependent on this their oil supplies to the world. They are one of the leading oil producing country, and they possess almost 267 billion barrel of oil reserves, which is huge, and this is the backbone of their economy. If you look at their foreign exchange reserves, they are also close to 410 billion barrels. So, this makes Saudi Arabia a very, very powerful country economically in this region. If we look at the Saudis' threat, what threats they are feeling, so as I told you before, that the major threat comes from Iran, and this threat is not actually, religion based. Although the religion is used by both states, Saudi Arabia and Iran, for their regional influence, but in reality, both countries want dominance in this region. So this is the major, interest of both countries. Both were involved competing in Middle East. For example, in we have seen them competing in Iraq, in Syria, in Libya, in other parts of Afghanistan, for example. So they always try to compete with each other and try to maintain their influence. And that is the reason that this region is divided in two parts. Saudis, they are being supported by the US, Pakistan, Iranians, they get support from Russia and other powers of the world. So this is one major threat. The major threat for Saudis come from Yemen. Yemen also share a very significant border with Saudi Arabia, but the Yemenis are facing civil war. They are facing terrorism. They got many terrorist groups are present there in that particular country. So this is a multi-pronged threat which the Saudis are facing. The major group in in Yemen is Houthis, and this particular group challenge the hegemony, the Saudi hegemony in the region. And they also attacked Saudi Arabia's significant, you can say, their industries like oil industry. Their company Aramco was attacked, Rig was attacked, and that imposed whooping damages to that particular country, Saudi Arabia. Um, they also create problem. Yemenis or the Houthis also create problem for the world. The Saudi allies like Americans and the Europeans in the Red Sea area, and the trade is disrupted in that area as well. So this is a volatile border for the Saudis, and they are seriously facing threats from this area. Israel-Palestine conflict is also one of the issue, although but this is not a serious threat for them because Israel would never take risk of attacking Saudi Arabia because if they try to do so, the Muslim world will be united without any, delay. So America or the Israelis won't take this risk. Secondly, Saudis are friend of America, and they are also friend of Pakistan as well. So Israel will not take that risk. And Israel is also a good friend of America. So actually, one thing connect them all, whether it is Saudis, Pakistanis, or Israelis. It is America which connect them all, and America won't allow them to fight, against each other. So America will try to, bring all these countries on the table. So overall, Saudis, Turkish, and the Iranians, they want regional, regional dominance in the region. So this is how the Saudi threat perception is being viewed. So to maintain balance, to maintain power in Middle East, Saudis recently carried out SMDA with Pakistan, and this strategic mutual defense agreement is not a new thing between these two countries. Both have been collaborating since 1980s with each other, and Pakistan, always got support from financial support from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia also provided Pakistan with oil support. For example, it provided oil on to Pakistan after the sanctions in 1998 when Pakistan conducted nuclear tests. So Saudis provided oil for on the deferred payments. So this is something which is really really great between the both states. Both are strategic partners, and if we analyze current features of SMDA, we'll get to know that both countries are bind together with each other on the mutual defense pact. Any attack on Pakistan will be attack on Saudi Arabia, and any attack on Saudi Arabia will be attack on Pakistan. So if we analyze in a right perspective, so I would say that Pakistan will definitely provide military support to Saudi Arabia in any conflict in coming years. But when it comes to Pakistan and India, or Pakistan's clash with any other country, especially India specifically, I don't see that Saudis may send their troops to Pakistan, but instead they may help Pakistan with economic support. So that is something which Pakistan would expect from the Saudis. Secondly, Pakistan would look towards Saudi Arabia for economic bailout because of um, immense pressure of the foreign debt on Pakistan, because every year you have to, you know, um, spend some money on the servicing, debt servicing, which has always been a burden for Pakistan. So Pakistan would always need a bailout support, and definitely Saudi Arabia would be there to support Pakistan. Training and capacity building is another feature of SMDA. And again, I told you before that this is not a new thing. Pakistan have been training the Saudi military since long, and both countries are, cooperating with each other in the capacity building as well. Although it is not mentioned, but it is expected that Pakistan will provide Saudi Arabia with extended nuclear deterrence as well. So this important thing is understandable because Pakistan is a nuclear weapon state, and both countries are in a pact now, mutual defense pact. So Pakistan will not allow, any country to blackmail a nuclear carry out a nuclear blackmail Saudi Arabia, and whether it is Iran in future, which may become a nuclear weapon state, or Israelis, Pakistan won't allow these countries. Pakistan would definitely stand up with Saudi Arabia and support them in all domains. Pakistan's defense industry is very strong. Another important feature of SMDA is defense production and arms cooperation. So Pakistan's defense industry is very strong. Pakistan's HIT developed tanks, POF developed small arms and others, and of course Pakistan's Kamra developed aircraft. JF Thunder is a very, very potent aircraft. So Pakistan is definitely helping Saudi Arabia in this domain as well, because Pakistan, produce very amazing weaponry in all domains. Another important, last but not least, important feature of SMDA is counterterrorism and intelligence cooperation between these two countries. And this is again, I would say, this is not a new thing. We have been doing this since the Soviet era. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia jointly, they collaborate in different areas, especially in the counterterrorism. So Pakistan, eradicated Al Qaeda in South Asia, and Al Qaeda was seriously posing a serious threat to the Saudis. So Pakistan supported Saudi Arabia in this domain as well. And of course, the joint intelligence support has always been there. And but after this agreement, it will be enhanced. And in future, it is going to be very, very significant part of both these two countries and their defense relationship. So as a whole, if we analyze, Pakistan holds a very, very significant position in the Muslim Ummah, and this position is very important in future as well, because Pakistan will always support the Saudis in their tough times. For example, if they face any tough time against any country, whether it is Yemen, Iran, or Israel, or Turkey, or any other power which try to challenge the Saudi hegemony in the region. So Pakistan promote Islamic solidarity, brotherhood, and unity, especially in the OIC, and this is just the beginning. Overall, Pakistan is trying to lead the Muslim Ummah, and with this pact, Pakistan's strategic, diplomatic, and cultural leadership in the Muslim Ummah will also improve. And through these platforms, Pakistan projects itself as a bridge between South Asia and the Muslim world. And this is not the end of it. Pakistan's cooperation, military cooperation, mutual defense cooperation with Saudi Arabia will also push other countries or motivate other countries, like small countries like GCC, and of course Oman, Qatar, and Kuwait, and all these countries to join this pact. And if they join this pact, this is going to be a big thing, because other Muslim countries, they may also join this pact, and slowly and gradually it will turn out to be a Muslim pact, Islamic pact, and which is definitely it is required. And that's what we have discussed previously, that if Muslim unity is there, they can resolve all their issues. This is the solution to the Muslim world. If they get united under Quran and Sunnah and follow Allah's dictum that वत्सिमु बिहब्लिल्लाहि जमीअन वला तफर्रिकू, and और अल्लाह की रस्सी को मजबूती से थामे रखो और तफरके में ना पड़ो. So Islam also focuses on unity. So if they follow this dictum, and definitely let me tell you that Muslim Ummah will never face any challenges in future. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.